CTR and stuff like that, but just brand. What's it got to do with SEO? It's a fifth pillar of SEO, and we go over that. And why is it important? I went over some of it in GMB Pros yesterday, how to use it, but Mike's always mentioned in it. I know he spoke about it at SEO Rock Stars, and he speaks about it inside GMB Pros, and we're going to be going over that. So drop your questions if you have any regarding brand, and let me know where you're at. Are you on Facebook? Also, if you're on Facebook, I'm going to invite you all to connect your Facebook to Restream. That way I can see your name and profile. You just go to chat.restream.io/Facebook. All right. So let me get that for you. Copy link. And I'll send that over there to y'all guys. So just join there, and then that way I can see your names. What up, my boy? Don't know who you are, Facebook user, but
Yeah, why does it say Facebook? Oh, because they didn't give it
they
they
haven't
didn't
given it
authorize it.
permission. Mm-mm.
Got it.
Sometimes you have that, and I'm on a new system, so I can't just go into the groups and do it. But they basically you have to give them permission. The only time you'll see it is inside of YouTube. I'll see them like Uma, how you doing, live baby? I'm gonna be trying to do these once a week with Mike. So we're doing Mike. Mondays is about VAs. Tuesdays will be about brand with Mike. Wednesdays, Chris Palmer and myself and Kirk. Sometimes Holly Stark, sometimes Mike. Just depends on who's up and who's wanting to get in there. And then Fridays, I reserve for my digital marketing people like ClickFunnels or different people I'm going to be, interviewing and stuff. So Facebook user watching from Outsource Sharks headquarters. I'm pretty sure that's my man Kirk. So let's
Hey,
see.
Brock, how do I what do they need to do so that we can see their names? They got to go to what?
They got to go to chat.restream.io /FB
FB.
for Facebook. Sup, family. Sup, guys. So we did go over
Yeah,
some brand
that's
stuff.
Darren NG, that's Vasco, and that's Brock that
I
said what's
figure,
up
I,
so
I
far.
figure, I figure the sup boy. I figure that was Barack.
Or
When you going? I got to get you in GMB Pros to talk on brand. I need to get Brock to come in and talk on something. I've been talking to Javid as well. He'll be coming up in February because we're only doing probably once a week in GMB Pros right now. It's maintainable.
yeah, word. Because that shit before was like a marathon.
Get a
Like
life.
triathlon and shit.
Get a life. Hand pink waving. How you doing, Bambi?
Bambi, what's up, Bambi? How you doing? I haven't seen Bambi's name in a while. Happy New Year.
Yep, CTR for life. We got 30 something people in here right now, Mike.
Oh wow,
It's
okay. I thought there was
nice, bro.
four people in here.
No,
How do you
30
tell
something.
that? How could you see that?
Because it's on my
Oh,
restream,
on
so I
your
can
end.
see it. Yeah.
Okay.
So yesterday I kind of talked about. I did talk about brand from my point of view, and I'll give you kind of my point of view on it, and then I want Michael to tell me where I'm wrong and tell me maybe where I'm right and how he talks about it. But for me, what I was telling them yesterday, think of this. For example, most people they build backlinks, Web 2.0s, they do articles, they do all that stuff, right? According to the keywords that are associated with the keyword or the pillar content they're wanting to rank for. Whether that is locksmith, whether that's emergency locksmith, auto locksmith, house locksmith, whatever, then according to those specific keywords, there's various other sub keywords or associated keywords that go with those, main topics. To me, what you want to do when you're a brand, correct me if I'm wrong, is you're wanting to associate that brand name with those keywords. So therefore, when Google thinks of that specific keyword, they associate it with your brand. That's kind of where I was talking about it yesterday. Hey, Darren, another Facebook user. Get paired up. He dropped it in his group. So Slatery here. How you doing, brother? And I need to get you in too, Slatery. Sorry about that. Hey, Michelle. Man, everybody popping up in here today.
Hey Jones, how do we chat back to them? You got to go to where they're leaving, like the Facebook post
Um,
where they're commenting, or
where they're commenting there, because the only way you can do it is as restream. It's read only on Facebook. So if you want me to comment back to you, you have to go watch it on YouTube. I can do it simply because I'm inside Restream, and
so
it will only.
you can comment back to those people in right
Yep,
from in reading.
yep.
Okay, I can't. Okay, I got it. I understand.
But it's pretty cool. I like Restream. I used to use the Duck, whatever it's called. I forget its name now. But Brian, what's up, people? What's up? All right, let's go. So, what do you mean when you say brand? I know what I mean, but what do you mean, Mike?
So brand, right? So when I say your brand, like it's establishing yourself in Google's eyes as a local business, right? Or a national business that's trying to be like McDonald's, right? It may not happen overnight, right? But you trying to become like, if someone thinks about breakfast, they think about McDonald's, right? Or what's the perfect example people use? Not roto rooter, steam cleaners. Like when you think of something and a brand name is actually what you think of, that's what we're trying to do, right? You want it so that if you're a plumber, if anybody thinks about plumbing in your area, they're gonna
Yep,
think about JoJo's Plumbing, right? That's what setting your brand is, right? Then the question is how you do that. But to answer his question, brand, that's what I'm talking about. It's about making it like if you had, banners all over, ads everywhere, like you were just flooding the town. Every stop sign, you had a sign there, right? Not saying you need to do this, right? But
mm,
companies that are doing that, those are brands that got money that are serious about their business
yep,
and they're investing to let the people in their community know we're here, right? Also, brands like that are the brands that donate and do stuff in the community. You go to Little League, they're the ones sponsoring the teams, right? It's stuff I've never talked about before, right? When I talk about brand, it's how far you want to take it. How serious do you want to be or act like you are as a business owner or a lead gen guy, which is still a business owner? If
yep,
you're doing this for your clients, you got to learn, understand this, and then portray it and explain it to them. And it's easy because when you look at some of your clients, right, for those of you that are agency owners, it's not hard to tell. Like the guy with 5 trucks versus 3 trucks, or 2 guys both got 5 trucks. One of them got all his shit wrapped beautifully. The other guy got like, spray paint on the side or fucking tape, spelling out his phone number. Who's
mm,
serious about their brand, right?
yep,
They probably make the same amount of money, or one's making more. Or as an example, if they're both making the same exact amount and somebody's investing in their brand and the other isn't, bro, he's gonna win all the time. Because not only does Google love brands, the community loves brands, right?
yep,
Subconsciously, you're gonna hire a company that you've seen that color pattern and that logo multiple times throughout the week, months, or years, versus some random shit that you find. So maybe that's a long-winded answer to what's brand, but brand is establishing yourself as the go-to option in whatever niche you're in, or whatever product you sell, or whatever the fuck you're into. Coaching, I don't care what it is. You want to establish yourself as the prominent go-to person and or company.
yep. And one of the things he just mentioned there is prominent or prominence. And we get asked all the time, how do you increase your proximity and your prominence? Your proximity has to do with your prominence, or if you will, your association with being an entity. An entity simply means a brand. When I become the dominant, if you will, plumber in, let's say, Orlando, I don't care if you're 20 miles out. If I'm the damn entity in that area, you're going to have a very, very, very hard time knocking my ass out because I'm the #1 fucking brand / entity. Dennis says, let's go, boys. Thomas the Train, Toys and More says, in SM Rush, my branded traffic is 98%. Am I overcooking the CTR? I get 400 visits per month in my off-season power washing. I don't think that's too much.
I mean,
But
your SEMrush says your branded traffic is 98. That sounds kind of. I don't see SEMrush pulling in that data for a low amount of volume like that. 98% branded traffic would be too much. You want about 50%, 60%, but you want to have other searches in there as well, or else it's probably going to look unnatural.
So you're just doing CTR, Mr. Thomas the Train. Okay. Hopefully that answers Dennis. So if a CTR equals brand plus geo plus keyword,
So CTR, you want to start brand. Brand first, then brand plus keyword, then brand plus keyword and geo, or brand plus geo, right? And I'll touch on something with that being said. I offered a little DFY CTR thing, which I'm probably gonna end up taking down because people ain't ready for this shit. That's the problem, right? But anyway, what I noticed was this. A lot of GMBs, right, that I started working on, we're getting improvement on broad keywords, right? Which a lot of these SEOs out here don't even pay attention to, right? They only want to chase keyword plus geo, conversation for another day or maybe for today. But I always go for the broad because I know better and I know that's where the money is, right? And doing what we do for both, trying to rank for both, trying to help for both. You see the broad keywords moving, but keyword plus geo stuck as fuck, right? And you're like, well, but why? Why? Because you haven't fucking put no fucking local relevancy on your site or on your GMB. You know, your location landing page got no mention of the neighborhoods you trying to service. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to rank? You go on their fucking website and it doesn't say Plumber Orlando, Plumbers in Orlando, Plumbing Company in Orlando, Orlando Plumbers, Orlando Plumbing Company. No, none of it. How the fuck you expect to rank for the geo, right? Like, bro, like brand is gonna do what it could do, right? But remember, I always tell you guys, you gotta have your on page right, bro. On page is essential. And if you're not using a website for your GMB and you're using the free GMB website, that free site that you get to launch and the content on it, that's on page, bro. Optimize the shit out of that. Run it through a tool, make sure it's entity tuned and it makes sense, because that is your on-page SEO. Then every post you make as a GMB post, those are your fucking pages, right? So your first page on your first service, that's your service page technically. Follow me now, right? The next time you post on that service and you link back to it, which is a silo, right? It's kind of like a blog post linking back to the service page. So even if you have no website, bro, there's still on-page SEO. You still got to figure out a way to give Google what they want. And those are words that are entities and categories, right? That they could put together so that they know what you do, where you do it, right? Because that's what it's all about. That's what brand is. Who are you? What do you do? And where do you do it?
Yep.
Explain that more. Broad versus geo. Broad is roofers. I want to rank for roofers, roofing company, roofing companies, roofers near me, new roof, metal roofs, right? That's broad. That's where the money is. That's where someone that lives where they're searching for, that's what they type in, right? Because if you're looking for a new roof where you live, you're not going to type in roofer Sarasota, roofer. Why? You're already in that geo. You're just going to type in what you're looking for. When you need a tow truck, do you type in tow truck near me, tow truck, emergency tow truck, locksmith, locksmith now? Or do you type in best locksmith in Miami, Florida? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Ain't nobody doing that. Search engine fuckers like us that are trying to manipulate are the ones that do that. And yes, there's long tails, but long tails are buyer intent keywords, not SEO keywords, variables with city and state modifiers on it. Let's get real, yo.
We were
And if you
talking
think
about
I'm
that
making this shit
yesterday.
up, sorry, and if you think I'm making this shit up, go check your Google search console and your fucking insights, and you'll see.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, that what you need is navigational keywords, and then you also need transactional keywords. You know, what's like how to, the best tips, you know, stuff like that. How, why, if, all those are, if you will, transactional. And I talked about that in GMB Pros, and we gave out the sheet because we use that. And then content clusters, we went over that, and then taking that content and then interlinking it back to your pillar pages, and then your subcategories, and you're supporting them with the pillar content. You can write content like Mike's talking about the specific neighborhood in that area. Like most of you do, even go into your Google search console, you'll see that bright fucking purple where you're definitely ranking, definitely getting in driving directions. And you got these other areas where you're not getting no driving directions, but it's a real light purple maybe, and you want to start ranking there. You can actually do what he's talking about as well. You write content about that specific neighborhood, that about the specific area, and internally link it back to that specific service page. So, of course, he's smoking, bro. It's Mike.
Yo, so real quick, I see a question. Michelle, should you still work on the free Google website if you have a WordPress site? Yes, absolutely. Definitely. You want to optimize that shit, tune it as best as possible.
Yep.
Ryan, what's up? I said working out while listening. That's what's up. Everybody else that's commenting, man, I wish I could see who it is, but I can't. But what's up
Facebook
to all
user
y'all?
Mike Merlino spitting some facts or nuggets. Mike's always spitting nuggets. I'm with
I be
this.
trying to put people on. I be trying, man. Be trying to help.
The ones that actually do it in the work are the ones that, you know, actually get results. It's like I actually sent, just FYI, I sent a CTR campaign over to Mike. I said, Mike, I cannot get this motherfucker to move, and I've tried everything. And I told before, without telling Mike, I had already told the guy what I thought it was. Mike goes and does it, and it's the same. I'm like, well, at least I know I'm not stupid now because I tried every goddamn body. And number one issue was what? Brand. He don't even rank in his goddamn parking lot
Parking lot,
in UZ.
bro.
So,
That's
and
terrible.
it's and
Hey
it's
guys,
consistent.
yeah, that's a good way to get at it, right? So check it out. If you run a geo grid or whatever fucking tool that you want for your keyword, right? And I don't care if it's your broad keyword with geo, like don't give a fuck. If you don't rank in your own parking lot, which means your address, right? You know, right where you are, you got some huge issues and you need to work on that before CTR, before anything else. Like, you got to get that established. And that means that, you know, you have no brand. Google has no idea who you are. It also can mean some other things on top of that. Like, you're not at a good address. You're getting hit with a possum filter. For those of you that don't know what the possum filter was if your GMB was too close to another GMB in the same niche, one of them motherfuckers got penalized and shut down, right? So whoever had the most brand authority and prominence won, right? Sometimes this shit still hits effect. Someone will open up a new GMB or put up a new location. Someone will claim a GMB in the area that knows what they're doing. Next thing you know, you or your client shit ain't doing what it's supposed to do. But back to the main thing. If you're not ranking in your own parking lot, get some real brand work, foundational work done. Get some local citations done. Mind you, I didn't say citations per se. Local citations, right? Local, because you gotta let Google know exactly where you are and what you do, and then hopefully they take you off that blacklist that they put you on.
Hector says, straight out branding, Merlino, keep it up. Black J might bring in that East Coast heat.
Straight up, you already know, baby.
Flavor.
Brooklyn, all day, every day. I live in Sarasota, Florida now, but it's BK till I die. You already know.
He says, hook up with Jay while he's down there, brother.
Who
How to
Jay?
rank
What
number.
Jay is down here?
Yeah, I don't know what Jay. Jason was here, but Jason hasn't been here in the Philippines for a bit. Bob, how to rank #1 on Google Maps with AI content, though. I just had someone ask me this earlier
Test it.
today.
Just do what you do to normally rank, and just try AI content and see if it ranks for you. Just if we're gonna talk about AI content, right? Just keep in mind a couple things. One, everybody's using it. Two, you want to like make sure that the content that it's spitting out is factual before you post that shit out there, because you can misguide and mislead some people in the wrong way, and ethically that's fucked up, and legally it could fall back on you depending on your niche. So be careful with that. And then as far as Google picking up on all this AI content, my personal opinion, I don't think they got time for that. I don't even think they give a fuck if you're using AI or not. I think they care more about, is the content good? But because you may not want to be an outlier, just use fucking Quillbot, bro. You just take the AI content, run that bitch through Quillbot, and that shit is gonna come up like not as AI detected content. I promise you this. I've been telling people this for a hot minute. Before Chat GP3 came out, big Quillbot guy. All my AI content, the team runs that bitch through Quillbot or a couple other tools that are the same type of tool, right? So it doesn't all look the same. And then boom, that content's good. I got no problem with that. I don't write content to rank organically though, at all. Every piece of content that goes out is strictly for GMB rankings.
Yeah, we use it. We write 6 to 8 million words of content. We don't have an issue. So, but then again, I've had someone message me this morning, says AI content does not rank. From a short I had done, and I said, well, actually, that's just not true, in my humble opinion, mainly because the only way we use it, we use AI to help us and assist us. AI is not there to take over. AI will take over for the lazy asses. He will take your place, but if you're actually using the way it's supposed to be used, is to assist you, not to replace you. Michelle says, I cannot get my Houston salon to move.
Trust, I should get my shirt to say, trust no AI.
Tupac.
Houston is a tough area. Houston Salam. First thing I would say is try to get reviews. Try to hammer those reviews as much as you can from people that are there locally. Ask them to do it when they go home. Set up a system where you could text message people, right? So you could text message and remind them to leave a review, to come back in, stuff like that. And then other than that, we'd have to look at the GMB and stuff like that. But that's a tough market. And then you're in a niche where proximity is, can't go but so far, because Google's always gonna serve up whoever's closest for the most part. I would definitely make sure you got location pages, right? Or even neighborhood pages that silo to the location page, so that you're covering all the little sub areas of Houston. But that's not an easy area, but it could be done. And you got to make sure your on page is right. Some, hopefully you got some good schema in place.
So Thomas
Hopefully that helps with
Train,
that.
and I'm not sure, Michelle, because I know you do some work with us, but with our VAs, is that one of the Go High Level websites? Just let me know, because I've been screaming that for a minute to people. But Thomas the Train, any advice on using YouTube videos to help with GBP rankings?
Yeah, so video citations, you do a video citation, send some traffic, have it click the link in the description. That helps. That's referral traffic. Plus, it can help with boosting. Doesn't work like as good as it used to, like all the time. But with in unison with other things can help. Also used to really work to boost proximity, but now it kind of
I mean,
helps a little bit.
we'll use it for organic mainly. Is like every blog we make is, or every blog slash press release, any of that's going to have a YouTube video. The YouTube channel is optimized for the area, and the first link that's associated with that YouTube channel will be towards your website because that's the only do follow link on YouTube. Um, so the first link you ever put on there, put it on the site, the link that you want it to be do follow, FYI. Number two, optimize it, put your lat long, all the share links, all the Google Maps, all that stuff in there. And then when you're doing your, if you will, blog post, you can take that away, video maker with AI, make a video out of it, upload the video onto YouTube, premiere the video for a future date, hint, hint. And then I promise you, generally speaking, long tail keywords, I'll get on page one of Google within minutes. And most people, most people, I'm kind of with Mike. Most people say, no, I don't want long tail keywords. I only want short tail because short tail is volume. Volume. They think of, just for example, they go plumber and they think, oh, 3,000 searches and all these other little terms I don't want because they don't have that many searches. Well, let me ask you this. Okay, if I get one key term and it's got, let's say, 1,000 searches a month, that's awesome, amazing, great. But if I did 1,000 different keywords, all of them only got 10 searches a month. You're talking like
Give me that
10,000
all
extra
day.
searches. You come on and beat the shit out of you. And the other thing that most people don't think is those long tail keywords are also still associated with the short tail. So when, if you will, the cream is rising to the top, or as I like it, as those rankings start rising, the short tail will push the long tail up. That's what we see happen. Every time I go after long tail keywords, it will push naturally up those short tail keywords. Um, let's see here. Bob, I can't rank in Google Maps and I paid money for AI content by Jasper Tool.
That
Would
doesn't
have,
sound like a curious comment.
yeah, you would have to see the website. There's a bunch of other stuff. Okay. You're trying to
How would you
grab,
do content? Hey, how did you make it so the question shows up on the thing like that?
I click it. I see the chat overlay and I click it and it pops up.
Nice.
Yeah. He says, drive around the parking lot, building branded entities. There's a couple of providers too with reviews. You can not just get reviews, but reviews with driving directions, reviews that will actually do other behavioral signals as they're doing the CTR. So there's a bunch of different things. You can get just straight reviews or straight reviews with actual CTR and behavioral signals. And I know Brock's listening. He teaches behavioral signals a lot. So does Mike. Yo, homies. I don't know who you are, Facebook user, but yo. Um, he bought Jasper Tool, paid over $500 in subscription, and it never ranked my GMB once. Well, I can tell you let me tell you what I think, Bob. Did you actually take the content and you wrote the content and you just took that content and slapped it on the website or slapped it on the GMB? Or did you actually go through it, edit it, optimize it, put it through Page Optimizer Pro and spend some time on it and rank it? Or are you just taking the content and putting it on a website and saying it doesn't rank? I mean, I'm just asking, curious, because I have a lot of people that do that, and we do it all the time. So, and it ranks. So, I can I can only say there are people that will tell you something does not work. There's a vast difference, vastly different when you have, let's say, 10 clients or 4 clients or 5 clients, and then someone else that does this on a regular basis or has hundreds of clients or thousands of clients, and we say it works. When I say it works, I damn well tested it on about 1,000 plus sites, so I could tell you it works. So I'd have to see what you're doing and the method and the SOP you have to say does it or does it not work. What setting do you use on Quillbot, Mike? Dennis,
I use them. We use a lot of them, but my favorite one is Fluency. And listen, yo, if you're gonna use Quillbot, right? Because I was on a private mastermind call with some close ninja friends of mine, and I was like, "Yo, hold on, you're not using the freeze button." And he was like, "What the fuck you mean?" I was like, "Bro, press the snowflake, right? There's a snowflake right in the middle, right underneath where you choose what style you want, right? There's a little snowflake. You click on it. Those are the freeze words, right? So your main keywords, your brand name, you put that in there, right? That's what people fuck up when they use Quillbot. If you don't use your freeze words, you bugging. You gotta freeze the certain word. You don't want them paraphrased. You understand? Like the city, the brand name, the main keywords, the variations of the keywords, and the entities. I'm not touching that, bro. That shit has to stay in place. Everything else gets joggled around. You underdig what I'm saying? So if you're gonna use Quillbot, I use all of them, but I like Fluency. And there's also a way to go into custom and choose between them as you go, which someone showed me on that same call, right? You pull and you give and you get. So Chat GP3, bro, with Quillbot, you good. Like, I still have all my other tools and we still use for optimization purposes, but like Jarvis and all that,
I don't even use
heading
Jarvis no
downhill.
more. I literally made a short the other day, so I don't use Jarvis. So, Bob, you're asking another question. All depends. Would have to see your actual website, see your entity, if you even have one, how many reviews you need to buy to rank #1. That ain't how it's done, brother. There's a lot more to it. Would actually have to see it. Michelle, I agree. She's failing on reviews and she's in the hot spot. Yep. She's a WordPress client. Yeah, she's in a tough niche. I mean, Dallas, Houston, any of that's going to be a bad one.
So it looks like there's a spammer there dropping some
Yeah, I
crazy.
see it. I've already
Okay.
blocked them on YouTube. Yeah. Chat GPT-3 Quillbot for content. Yes, sir. Smoking that chronic, talking about CTR. Life's pretty good.
That's a fact.
Get out of here
You
with
know,
that,
you
Mr.
know, you know what was
XXX.
really good, bro? Listen, so yo, I'm just talking to you, Will, to be honest. Earlier I'm on a call, right, with Holly, talking about the thing next month, the event. Anyway, and she's like, "Yeah, I didn't know this, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about, branded traffic and traffic through referral networks, right?" And it was like basically what I talked about at Rockstars, right? And then she was like, "Yo, Mike, nah." And I was like, "Yeah." And slow, Holly, don't send a lot. And she was like, "No, I want to break it." I'm like, "Holly, slow." And she got the data and she been crushing with it. And she said it on the call. And it was, bro, I can't even tell you how it felt to hear Holly say, "Yeah, like I don't learn much shit from many people, but I got this shit from Mike. It works. I need to shut the F up and listen to what he's saying," right? Like,
yep.
Holly, baby. So I can't wait to see the data she's gonna come with between the cell phones, right? And then the little referral traffic that she's sending. Beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I ain't even gonna lie. Surfer SEO. Hold on. There was a question I saw on here.
Yeah, he says then Surfer SEO to optimize it.
Yeah, you
Quillbot.
can use
Yeah.
whatever you want to optimize. Yep.
Thinking about using Holly's network first time, will it push your Google ranking quickly on location pages? We've used it that way and I've ranked within a week doing so. So just don't do, I would say if you, let me ask you this, if you're going to do across the entire network, only do one of those like once every few months. You don't need to do them a couple of times a month because there are people that come here and buy that shit that I sell and they want to do it 2-3 times a month and they will tank your shit. You can get a manual penalty for doing shit too much.
Which service of Holly's is he talking about? The Google News
No,
Network
Google
or
News
driving
Network.
direction? Oh.
Google News Network.
Okay.
Let's see. Yo, where's Hulk Hogan? Yeah, I seen that shit, Brock, and I was like, where the hell are y'all at, man? Because
Yo,
my
it's crazy
dad,
because he posted a video today I saw with
yeah, I
Hulk
seen it.
Hogan again, and I didn't go this weekend. But if not, I would have been right there with Hulk again. But
Yeah,
I didn't go. My fucking lazy ass. That's what I get.
yeah.
I saw
Well,
that
I'm
video.
telling
Like,
Mike about that because my dad used to be a professional wrestler back in the day. He was in it before it was WWE. He was in it in WWF. He was in it and all that stuff. So I got to see and meet a lot of those guys. It's Ric Flair, all of them. Sting, he was my favorite. Sting back in the day. You
yo,
got all of them. Komodo Dragon. I know all them motherfuckers.
yeah, that's
Old
old.
school.
People don't
Old
even
school.
know that one. That's taking it back. When you started dropping some names, I ain't even gonna lie. You said some names I ain't even heard of or don't remember.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? Who?
My favorite one, and still my favorite song, Bow Wow Wow Yippee Yo Yippee Yay. You know that song? Junkyard Dog.
The Junkyard Dog. Yeah, word.
He was my favorite. Dusty
The big
Rhodes.
ass chain. Yep, yep.
That was who I like was Junkyard Dog, Dusty Rhodes, all of them.
Yo, so
So
real quick, Andrew Ortiz. He said I have a brand new site and I sent like 5 back. Yeah, okay. To my so when you say money site, right? And homepage, like what's the like to most people, the money site is the homepage, unless when you say money site, you're talking about whatever the GMB links to, like location landing page. Just want to clarify.
yeah,
But either way, doesn't really matter, but you want to start sending links to wherever the GMB points to, right? That's what you want to hit first. To me,
yeah.
because I want to
We
rank,
get that
right?
we
So
get that question a lot too. It's like, should I send it to the home page or should I send it to one of the service pages and stuff like that. And there are people that will say you never send no backlinks to your website at all. It's bad practice. It's like stupid. Take that shit out of here.
Black J said, Mike, how would you do content for GMB differently than for blog pages? Currently getting results with blog posts and location pages. Keep doing what you're doing. What you're doing it like I don't make it to rank organically. Like if I post, it's to boost proximity, to try to hit a service, that I want to hit harder. That's just me though, right? Like please don't listen to follow what I'm saying. You got the formula to rank organically. Keep doing that, right? And then if there's any issues with the GMB, then worry about that, but don't change anything up. And I don't do anything differently. I just target the GMB to rank, if that makes sense, right? So instead of looking at my organic competition and shit like that, I'm in map tools looking at, okay, which one of my competitors ranks in this area and why are they higher than me there, right? Usually it's a proximity things, right? So it's just what do I got to do to fucking boost my proximity in that area or my brand prominence in that area so that Google's going to choose me more than a competitor with some brand prominence that's closer proximity wise than I am, right? That's my newest big hustle.
Appreciate that, Chase. Thank you so much, Chase Rain. Chase just came here and dropped $100. So
Dropped
super
$100
chat.
on what?
Yeah, US chat. It's called super chat. I do it a lot. Chase does it a lot. You can come onto a YouTube channel whenever YouTube channels are going live, and you can drop what's called a super chat when you're watching on YouTube, and you can give a couple of bucks, $100. I do that a lot whenever I'm on Craig Campbell, Chris's channel, stuff like that. But appreciate that, Chase. Uh,
Good looking out.
hit me up.
Hey, Chase Rayner, what's up? Chase be talking with my boy Brent all the time, but me and him still have never actually kicked it or whatever. But good to see you here, man.
Yeah, you should hear Chase's story. He has a really good story. It's kind of like my story when I came over here, but he's been through some shit before. So, um, but Facebook user, what up, guys? Jeff
Yo, that
Veal.
Facebook user shit is crazy, bro. We're gonna have to
Yeah, it's a
figure out a
pain in the
way. Like,
ass.
if you don't sync with Restream, you won't be allowed in here or something. I feel like somebody's spying on us. It just
Yeah.
says Facebook user. Like,
You guys are on fire. 2023 will be awesome. My 2023 is
OG, is that
already
the
off the tree.
OG?
Yes,
Yo,
so
that's the
Jeff.
OG Jeff right there. OG of marketing, boy.
Yeah, the
Good to see
Michael
you.
Energy, Uma Strategic. Yes, sir. Fire,
Man,
baby.
listen, my energy is low. It's like almost past my bedtime and I'm on an edible. Imagine.
Yeah, I have people tell me all the time, it's like, dude, 9 p.m. is my bedtime. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even go to sleep till almost 3 a.m. last night. What y'all talking about? I literally was sitting outside under the cabana listening to the damn rain because it was raining and raining and raining all day yesterday. Matthew, what's the best way to use Holly's News Network articles
Embed.
about the business, then send CTR traffic to it?
You could do that, but embeds. Get the map embed in there, link out to manipulated URLs. You could use her network for a lot of things, but for me, I like the embeds and manipulated URLs.
Yeah, we're not doing any CTR traffic with it. We are just doing embed. So
If you do a new blog post, throw that shit on there.
Facebook user, preach it, Mike. One thing you always talk about is a lot of people go straight to CTR manipulation. That's a fact. Without building a strong brand foundation, building a strong brand presence and reputation should be the primary focus once the brand is established. Let's go here. What's the best link guest post or niche edit? I sell guest posts all damn day long. So just go to Rank Fortress under backlinking services. Matter of fact, I
Yo,
just added a bunch more shit in there.
excuse me.
Yep.
I don't know who wrote this, but the whole thing didn't show. So I want to read this out loud. And I'd love to know, yeah, that one. Is there a way to keep it up there?
You can't see the whole thing. I
I
can
see the
see.
whole thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see it.
read the whole thing out to them. I'll read the rest of it. Listen, it says building a strong brand presence and reputation should be the primary focus. Once the brand is established, your impressions and clicks will fly. Don't let the desire of results lead to neglecting the importance of brand building. Listen to him. He's the Green Goblin for a reason. Whoever that is, good looking. And that's somebody that applied, took it, and knows it works right there.
Yeah,
Word.
Facebook
Facts.
user. Let me know who you are, Facebook user. Next time, pair up, okay? Um, Black J, Mike, how can we set up a consultation call to pick your brain? Do you have a calendar link at all, Mike, or they just need to reach out to you on Facebook?
Yeah,
Reach out to
you
them
got
on
to reach out
Facebook.
to me. Yeah, I turned that shit off. If I like the way you vibing on the messenger, then we'll do it. And if not, and I'm sorry, it's not like an open thing to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Throw bud, not cash. That's Facebook user. Michelle, location pages and GNB. Client has main site. We did a city location page. Should the second location use that link or main site link?
Michelle, does the first GMB link to the home page?
So answer that one, Michelle, and then we'll get back to that
And
one.
then the second, you're asking, should the second one link out to this location page that you built? Is that what you're asking?
9 p.m. is a new midnight for us old geezers. You can take some multivitamins, bro.
Yo, Will, can you drop a link to my Facebook profile here? Because a lot of these people probably don't even know
Let me
who I
see
am.
if I can. I will drop it in on the
And
one.
if
But
you
let me.
guys like this stuff, we're gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna start getting on YouTube. I'm like 190 something subscribers. So
Yeah, I
at the
told them
end
I've
of
been
this,
pushing his ass for a hot
He,
minute.
at least a year, bro. Yo, he been pushing me since we met, and he had like 120 subscribers, bro. I seen this guy Will like just
Yeah.
craziness, and
Here's
he been telling me the whole time, get on, get on, get on.
facebook.com/Michael.A Merlino. Michael.A Merlino. Okay. I'll leave that up there for a bit for you guys. Let's go up some a little bit here because I got lots of questions in here.
So yo,
Rob
Michelle,
Thomas.
no, and so sorry, I
Yeah, go
didn't
ahead.
scroll up. I didn't even see. So Michelle, no, you don't want to have this. You don't want to have more than one GMB linking to one URL on your website. One URL, one GMB. I know some other crazy people do other shit. Don't do that. One location, one URL. Google ranks pages, right? Now websites. So page, GMB, separate entity, even though it's part of the same brand, right? In other words, you got brands on brands, right? So I have websites that have 8 GMBs on them and they have totally different names sometimes. I know it goes against what I'm always saying, but when I had them long ago, I wasn't as knowledgeable as I am now. Point is, never link to the same URL with more than one GMB. If you already, when you started and you linked to your homepage, which many people did, including myself, most of my GMBs linked to a homepage, unless it's the ones I've gotten, since, which then you want to link to a location page, right? And you want to use your homepage as your brand page. It should just be about brand and then just link out to what it needs to link out to, but very brand focused, right? Then your service pages is what you focus on ranking, right? And that's what your GMB is embedded on, and that's what your GMB links out to from inside the GMB dashboard, right? So if your GMB links to your homepage, because that's how you've had it, leave it. If you're going to move forward with new projects and you're building a new website, then no, you want to have it linked to a location page. Even if you're starting with just one location, that's what I would do, because you want to set yourself up for expansion now versus later, and you want to have that home page for brand and your location page for what it is, a location service page. Hope that makes sense.
So let's see. Know of tools to programmatically build WordPress sites. Yes, I actually do know of an AI that can build WordPress websites. FYI. Does it build it perfect? No. You still
Oh
have to
yeah,
go
well,
in.
drop it.
You still have to go in and you know, edit and do some changes and stuff. It's very limited. It's not a matter. It's not perfect yet, but it's just a matter of time before something like that does come out. Um, let's see. Matthew, sweet, good to know. I'm already going in the right direction. Yes, sir.
Matthew Van Nels, that's my boy. I know Matthew.
Thomas, the train isn't worth sending Holly's network to Yelp. What network are you talking about sending to Yelp? Are you talking about doing Google News Network and backlinking to Yelp or embedding something from Yelp? What are you talking about? So I use
So
Holly's
look,
News Network all the time, so that's what I'm wanting to know.
and for Yelp, if you're trying to rank a Yelp page, just send some fucking traffic to it. Send some traffic the right way through it. Even if you got to do that shit manually with proxies, right? Like, but Yelp's not hard to manipulate that shit. You just got to be patient.
Patience. Facebook user, that long green goblin comment was from Joseph Vang. What's up, guys?
Remember, I told you that's from somebody that knows, gets it, got it, applied it, and that's my.
Yep.
Yeah, I already know. What's up, my
Yeah.
boy? How you doing? Hope the
He has
family is
some
good.
virtual assistants with us and stuff as well. So I've talked to my boy. He's good.
T Van got that nice whip, boy. Boom, boom. I thought, yo, he kept
Yeah.
showing pictures. I was like, bro, you can't show pictures and not let me hear the engine. Like, he was like, nah, I was like, bro, send me a private message. I want to hear that engine purr. And he did. I was like, good looking.
Yeah. It's like I had that Yamaha MT and SP with the, and change the muffler, change all that stuff. Is already badass with it. Now, if you, it's got titanium piping, so anytime it gets hot, it turns blue.
Ooh.
But I told him it's the only thing I don't like about. Tell him the difference between those and sports car. One will kill you faster than the other. So I'm looking at getting a sports car next, but
Holly's
gotta get,
new work, 30 posts, 30 days. I did one post per day
yeah.
for each location page. Will
Oh,
it be
okay.
okay? Yeah, you use Holly's network a
Yeah,
lot. That's
that's
fine.
fine. That's fine. I'm just saying, don't go blasting the damn website every day of the month. Don't blast it every month, even to me. Blast it every once in a while. Um, just FYI. Yes,
Yo,
Michelle.
when you say blast, do you mean like the
Well,
1200 where
there,
it goes
yes, the
because there
whole
you
shit and
yeah,
shebang.
yeah, because he don't have access to that. He
Yeah,
has
one
access to
one one
one
link,
post
that's
a
fine.
day.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. You're not gonna hurt yourself. I'm talking about blasting across the entire network.
Yeah,
Because there are
that's
people that come
crazy.
in and buy from us and they'll sit there and try blasting that shit every day. And like, no, 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 don't. I'll take your money, but don't. um, yeah, Michelle says, second GMB. Yes, I'm asking.
Thank you, Matthew.
Let's see here. I keep
That's a
just
good
going
look.
through all these. So, should both GMBs use the same website link?
We
No.
already went through that.
Money never sleeps. That's a fact. Until
Fact.
you can make money while you're asleep, you'll still be
You ain't
broke.
doing nothing. Bigger fact.
Matthew says Mike's CTR course is top notch. It's a game changer. Mike, whenever we're done with this today, drop me the link again and I'll put it in the YouTube as well. I don't know if it's available still, because I know y'all had it for a period of time. Y'all only let certain people in for a period of time. So
Yep, it's available.
Jared Jared Udis. Hi, I want to offer promote. Nope, get the hell out of here, bro. Take that shit up the road. I don't want to see that bullshit. Um, Rob Thomas CTR course still available? That's his question. Is it available, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll, as soon as he sends that to me, I will put it in the YouTube link. And no, I don't need an affiliate. Just send me the straight link and I'll put it in there. Michelle, perfect. I'm doing it right. Yeah, because she asked me the same thing. I told her, say one freaking GMB. Now, that's the one question everybody always seems to ask. Backlink to Yelp. Matt Thomas says it is ctrgeekscourse.com. Ctrgeekscourse.com, just in case you guys want to know what it is. Also, once again, Mike's, if you want to get a hold of Mike, go to facebook.com/michael.a merlino.com and get it from there. Okay. Let me give you this real quick for Mike for the CTR course, right? It is CTR Geeks course.com, ctrgeekscourse.com. Get another one. Pakistan coming in here trying to spam my ass. William, I bought the BOGO deal the other day on news networks. Can you guide me how to maximize those for my Houston client? So it's the BOGO deal. Those are only ones. They're only one link. So you can put those on your service, one on one service page, one on another service page, one on one location page, one on another location page. So it's up to you, quite honestly, on those. If you have 20 pages, you can buy 20, 20 links, 10 links when you get the BOGOs. Facebook user Merlino's course came out months ago and still highly relevant. Even better, it works. That's a fact, because most courses come out, don't fucking work.
Yo, this is another fact. When we made that course, one of the reasons why we left out talking about specific tools, there's a lot of reasons, but one of them was I want this shit to be as evergreen as possible. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is like forever. You know what I'm saying? But like, Will, you know how I am, bro. Like you
Yeah.
forced me to even start all this YouTube and all that course shit and GMB pros, whatever, right? Like, if I'm gonna put something out there, that shit gotta like withstand the fucking stands, whatever that saying is, right? For as long as possible, that bitch needs to stand as true. as possible. So I love reading a comment like that, and it's good to hear when people are talking about that. Oh yeah, I'm doing this from Mike's course, blah 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 blah. Because we did that course almost a year ago, not a year ago, but almost a year ago, right?
Yeah.
So that's great to hear. Because I'm not trying to make no shit that motherfuckers a month, 2 months later ain't talking about, saying it ain't like, nah,
And let
bro,
me and let
fuck
me
that.
let me tell you something too, people. So they're listening. For one, don't mean to interrupt, Mike, but for instance, Mike, I've been pushing for a hard minute to do YouTube, to do the course even. He never wanted to do the course. He wasn't going to do it. And I pushed him and he finally did it. Then YouTube and started push, push, push. Come on, you need to do it. Same thing. And I've said this before. My biggest number one hater was the guy that pushed me to do YouTube. Okay. But the thing is, if you don't tell people, like you come in and you take a course and you're not telling Mike, hey, Mike, the course is awesome, you never know. It's not just to puff somebody up, okay? You never know. For me, I'm speaking from experience. There have been times I just want to say, screw this whole goddamn thing. And Mike knows. And I've said, I'm going to shut the whole motherfucker down. And I'll have someone come in and say, hey, I've been applying your stuff and I just signed a contract. I just quit my job. I just did this. I'm starting my agency. I'm now at 20, 30 clients, shit like that. That makes you want to keep going and keep helping other people. But when you don't hear from people, it's like, yeah, I don't even want to do it no more, you know?
It's a fact.
So if y'all haven't, let Mike know, just tell him. So let's see. Hello from the other side of the pond. That sounds like a Mr. UK dude. So whoever. And yeah, one of the things is like he didn't come out with a bunch of tools, because when you come out with tools and say this and this way and you're using all these tools, that changes overnight a lot of times. So
Plus,
Robert,
even more so, right? Yo, real quick, let me touch on this quick. And I didn't
mm-hmm,
even tell this that to this back then because it is what it is. If I show you, or me and Brent show you how to use one or two tools, right, or whatever, then you are gonna be stuck on that shit. Like, oh, this is all I know. This is it, right? And the whole point is, I'm not gonna teach you how to fish with one fishing rod, bro. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna teach you how to fish conceptually without a fishing rod in your fucking hand. Because I'm not here to make sure you got good eye-hand coordination. In other words, I'm not here to make sure you got good SEO. I'm here to teach you what CTR is, how to do it properly. Then if all the other things fall in line, you good. If not, go get your SEO game together, revisit the course, and you'll win. Period.
you ever heard in school before? This is what they teach. What they used to teach is memorization. Like 10 times 2 is this, and 24 times 5 is this. And then the kids would just simply repeat what they have been taught, but you never really learned anything. You didn't learn anything. What do I mean by learn? I mean learn how to process. How did you get that this equals this? So what is best is whenever you come in and ask someone like Mike or myself or whoever about CTR, okay, he wants to get you to the point where you understand the process enough that you can actually practice it. You can put it into practice and figure out, why is it working when I do it this way? I don't have to go to someone and say, why is it working? It's like, I know why it worked and how it works and everything else. You know the process. So Rob says, I get a bunch of service pages slapped in quality update a few weeks ago. The only path to rewrite them all 100% unique. Some of the intent and the quality content update.
How many service area page? Like, what do you mean they got slapped?
Yeah,
All of
how
them got
many?
slapped?
How
Were they
many
all duplicate content?
mass
Because
page
I mean,
size
I
duplicate
haven't heard
content?
anything about anything like that.
Appreciate that, carpet repair guys. Super chat another $20. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate the love.
Thank you. Wow, that's crazy. You can send money right on YouTube to people, bro.
Yeah, it's a authority hacking tactic that
That's
I'd
fucking
learned. Yeah,
crazy. That's sick.
that
I'm
is
at yo.
what
So these gamers must be going
all
bananas.
Yeah, baby. Gamers
Wow,
earn a lot of money, buddy. Trust me.
that's crazy.
That is the tactic that I know Chris talked about. He called it Chase Rayner SEO, and it's something Chase taught a while back.
Well, like go
What
into streamers and drop money. Yeah, show people you an authority. That
and
makes
what
sense to
happens
me.
is on YouTube, when you're on YouTube, it will actually sit on that YouTube channel for a good 3-4 minutes, depending on how much you gave, and then they can
Oh,
click on it and join your channel. It's one of the ways I blew up my
oh,
channel.
oh. So it's basically a
It's
quick
another
little
way I
shot.
blew up my channel. I learned that from Chase. So,
Nice.
which I know
And so what?
Chris can speak to.
The more money you give, the longer you stay
Longer
up
it
in that
lasts.
window.
Longer it lasts.
Yo, so fucking smart, these fuckers. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dennis asked, no, we don't
No,
go over any courses.
you don't go over any specific tools. Like he said, he's trying to teach
Yeah,
you
sorry.
how
Yeah,
to
thank
do
you.
CTR, how to think about it. What is CTR? Well, CTR is click through rate. What's that mean? What's behavioral signals? What does it mean to behave with a GMB? Well, Google puts, for instance, when you're writing reviews, and I know Brock and him touched on this before, you write reviews after you're done writing a review, ever notice where it asks you other questions about that facility? Answer
Mm-hmm.
those questions or pay someone to answer them damn questions. So Big Mike keeping it real, Facebook user, Rob Thomas, CTR and user metrics will always be a ranking factor. Google likes activity on your assets. I've always said number one ranking factor, traffic. Number one ranking factor is traffic, i.e., behavioral signals. CTR, your shit versus Bo's shit. What's the difference?
So real quick, back to what he just said. It's engagement, traffic, right? All of that shit. It boils down to engagement, right? To me, that's the new thing, bro. Like, and brand, right? Hear what I'm telling you. How do you build a good brand nowadays if you never heard of SEO a day in your life? Social media, right? Billboards,
Yeah.
Super Bowl commercials, magazine ads. Oh, that shit doesn't work anymore, bro. You spend enough money, you plant seeds in people's minds. Trust me, especially if you got the good marketing company doing your ads, right? So there's different ways to skin the cow, the cat, whatever you want to say. But point is, you gotta get that first part down. I don't own any CTR tools, Ryan, and I use all of them. Well, not all of them, but all the ones you mentioned, I
Yeah.
use.
He uses all. You even use Viper. So I mean, what's the difference between his shit and Viper? He uses Viper. I mean, he
Yeah, and
uses
I
CTR
don't.
Booster, and he uses Agency Assassin, and he uses his own proxies. I mean, he has a whole bag of tricks. Okay, so when he's talking about CTR, it's actually him using multiple things. Okay,
Yo,
and
and Will, listen, I didn't even tell you this. At the end of last year, so Rockstars was in November. So like about September, I had my main VA. I changed all his responsibilities and made him strictly CTR and CTR test guy, right? And made the second guy my main guy. And it's like my main guy ain't really worked for me no more. That's all he was. He was in the lab, bro.
yeah,
Running all the tests that I wanted,
the tests and
right?
everything.
And we tested. I'm not naming the softwares because why take you on a rabbit hole? Like if I already fucking did all the testing, right? Cuckoo, don't be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Go for the results, right? We tested like 8 or 9 different tools. Hard, new GMBs, not optimized. Then like every fucking type of fucking test you could do, right? And I zoned it into what we zoned it into, and now we're using 4, 3, 4, 2. It'll be down to 3, but right now 4 tools, right? Here's my point. I do CTR and have been doing CTR for a lot of years on the same properties. So I worry about shit that you don't have to worry about if you're just starting CTR, right? I worry about IP diversity, where it's coming from. There's a lot of shit that probably ain't even important. It's definitely not important when you just getting started. Like for the first year, 2 years, like you don't even need to worry about that. So branded traffic could start with your friends and family, bro. Just typing in your brand into their cell phone and looking. There's a knowledge panel, like, explain to them what a knowledge panel is. No, you don't. Okay, then put in the brand name and a little bit of my address, right? And you just copy and paste it. Send them a text, let them copy it, they paste it, and you just navigate them through it. You'd be surprised. You could go to your local Best Buy, grab those cell phones, and do a little bit of fucking brand searches right there. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't even need a CTR tool, right? That just automates it. It makes it easier. It also makes it easier to fuck it up.
Remember
So
back in the day, whenever I didn't have the tools, when I worked at the hospital, I used to go to different locations and drop reviews from different locations in the city I was at. So I know that shit works, but that's
yep.
back in the day in Jacksonville. So, all right, I got some phone calls and different things we got. We're at the end of it. Ryan says, "Gotcha, appreciate it. CTR is like Viagra. Use it if you need it." Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of us
Only if
don't
you
need
need it.
it,
That's
and other
exactly
ones
it.
do. So, what are the basic overall costs to the CTR Geeks? Go to the CTR Geeks course. It is ctrgeekscourse.com, ctrgeekscourse.com. He also has a free Facebook group. So hit him up on facebook.com/Michael.A.Merlino.
Yo, are those hyperlinks or
No,
how does that work?
you have to type it in.
All
They'd
right,
have to
I'm
type
just
it. You can't
wondering.
click
I
on.
just
Yeah.
want to learn how all this works.
I wish, but no.
How many people are here right now?
We had almost 40 at one point. So,
Wow. And how many
yeah,
are still with us? Just curious.
33
33 people right now with no
right now.
no heads up, no fucking nothing, just on the
No,
whim like that. That's
no.
love, y'all. Appreciate each and one of
I'm
y'all.
on a different computer, so I was unable to send out the email blast. The only thing I was able to send it to is in my groups and personal Facebook wall. So,
Nice.
but
Next
in
week
your
we'll be
groups.
back, right? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do
Yep.
this again.
Next week. Next week we'll be back. Only time I will never be able to do it will be as if I'm on the road, and even then I still try my best to do it because I try
Yeah,
to
yeah,
pump
me
out
too. Yo, I got
content as
events
much as
coming up.
possible.
So we'll
Michael
try.
A. Merlino, Facebook user / facebook.com / Michael.A. Merlino. Found it on YouTube. Appreciate it, guys. You guys be blessed and have a great day. Till next